Welcome to Trident University. My name is Brittany Browning, and I'd like to walk you through the process of using federal financial aid at Trident. Applying for aid can be a confusing process, so we are here to help make sure that you have all of the information you need to get started.
Before we start, what is Title IV financial aid? Title IV financial aid is federal funding in the form of grants and loans, which are intended to pay for the costs associated with higher education. Title IV financial aid is highly regulated by the Department of Education, which requires annual financial aid audits to ensure the university remains in compliance. At Trident, all Title IV funding is administered by the Financial Aid Department. This will include FA application reviews, determining eligibility amounts for each student, and verifying student eligibility before disbursements are made. You can use different types of financial aid, including federal Pell Grants, subsidized and unsubsidized loans, Grad Plus loans, and Parent Plus loans. Let's talk a little bit about what each of these different grants and loans are.
The federal Pell Grant is only available to undergraduate degree-seeking students. Eligibility is determined by the information on the free application for federal student aid that you will fill out. This application is known as the FAFSA. The FAFSA will calculate your expected family contribution to determine how much aid is needed. This amount can change each year as the circumstances in your life change as well. Grants are funds that do not need to be paid back.
Subsidized loans are available to undergraduate degree-seeking students as well. The loans are based on grade level, financial need, and your expected family contribution. In order to use subsidized loans, you'll need to complete a master promissory note, entrance and exit counseling. We'll discuss these documents a little later. Subsidized loans are interest-free while you're enrolled in school at least half-time and during deferment periods. They also come with a 6-month grace period before repayment is required. The grace period begins as soon as you drop, withdraw, or graduate.
Unsubsidized loans are slightly different than subsidized loans. They are available to both undergraduate and graduate students as long as they are degree-seeking. Unsubsidized loans are also based on grade level, and you'll need to complete the same master promissory note and entrance and exit counseling. Unlike subsidized loans, unsubsidized loans are not based on need. Additionally, unsubsidized loans accrue interest while you're enrolled in school, during the grace period, and while in deferment. You will still have a 6-month grace period that starts as soon as you drop, withdraw, or graduate. The Pell Grant and subsidized and unsubsidized loans are the most popular forms of financial aid used at Trident University.
Parent Plus loans are available to parents of dependent students. A student is considered dependent if they are under the age of 24, unmarried, and have no legal dependents, and are not in the military at the time they complete the FAFSA. Eligibility is based on the parent's credit check. Dependent students whose parents are unable to receive a PLUS loan are eligible to receive additional unsubsidized loans.
The last type of financial aid available at Trident University is the Grad Plus loan. These loans are available to graduate or professional degree-seeking students who have met the maximum aggregate loan limits of $138,500. These loans are also based on the student's credit report and accrue interest while in school, during the grace period, and while in deferment.
So now that we've discussed which type of grants and loans are available at Trident University, how can you determine which type of funding you're eligible for? Well, the first step is to complete the free application for federal student aid. Before you start your application, you'll need to have the following: your personal information, your financial information, and your parents' information. Your personal information is defined as your social security number and your ID. We encourage you to utilize the IRS data retrieval tool, otherwise known as the IRS DRT, which will automatically retrieve your financial information from the IRS. If you are unable to utilize the IRS DRT, you will need your federal tax information or tax returns from the prior tax year, including IRS W-2 information for you and your spouse if you are married, and for your parents if you are a dependent student. If you have not filed your taxes yet, you can estimate your tax information, but you will have to go in and update it later. The financial information you will include on your FAFSA will determine your expected family contribution. Your expected family contribution will determine your Pell Grant eligibility.
You can complete the FAFSA online at fafsa.gov. The application is free and only takes 30 to 45 minutes. If this is your first time completing the FAFSA, you will be prompted to apply for a federal student aid PIN. On the application, make sure to add Trident University's school code 041279. 48 hours after you complete the application, you'll receive a student aid report called a SAR. Please take the time to review your SAR to make sure that all information is correct. In 72 hours, Trident will receive your institutional student information report if you added the school code on your application. Both reports will summarize your basic financial aid eligibility and inform us if any additional information is necessary to verify the accuracy of your application.
After you've completed the FAFSA, you'll need to complete Trident's financial aid application as well. To do this, please log on to the Trident Learning Community portal at mytlc.trident.edu. You'll need to click on My Record and then select Financial Aid. Select your program and start term, and then proceed through each milestone on the left-hand side of the screen. If you need any help with this process, please contact us right away and we'll be glad to help walk you through it.
In this step, you'll complete your personal data sheet, entrance counseling, and master promissory note. You will also complete verification documents which are needed in case your file needs to be reviewed for accuracy.
After you complete your financial aid application, a member of our team will review your FAFSA and application. If it is clear from discrepancies, your FA eligibility will be noted and your financial hold will be lifted, meaning you'll have access to your courses. Once you are officially admitted to Trident University, your financial aid advisor will package and award you for financial aid funding.
After your applications have been processed and all of your official documents have been received, the most common question is, when will your funds be received?
Since your financial aid is meant to pay for an academic year, your total loan will be split into two 16-week payment periods. During this time, undergraduate students must successfully complete 24 credit hours in 32 weeks. Graduate students must successfully complete 16 credit hours in 32 weeks.
You will receive one disbursement in each pay period. Your first disbursement will be released once you are enrolled in your first payment period and after you complete Module 1 of your first session. Your second disbursement will be released once half of the academic year has been successfully completed. You enroll in the second payment period and complete Module 1 of your first session. Students using financial aid are expected to meet satisfactory academic progress, known as SAP. In order to maintain good standing, students must make progress towards completing their degree. This progress is measured by your GPA.
You will also be expected to successfully complete at least 67% of all attempted credits and will be placed on a warning if this requirement is not met. Grades of W are included in this calculation. Please refer to the Trident University Policy Handbook to review.
If SAP is not met, the amount of funding that you were originally eligible for may be reduced. This can result in a return of funds to the Department of Education, which will be the responsibility of the student to repay. Please contact us if you have any questions.
At Trident University, we want you to have the tools you need to succeed. If you have any questions about the FA process, please reach out to us as soon as possible. We'll be happy to help. The information shown here is our contact information. Please send us an email at financialaid@trident.edu or call us at 1-800-375-9878. If you are a new student, you can call extension 1063. For continuing students, you would call extension 1061. Thank you for watching our video. We hope that this has been helpful in setting the expectations for using financial aid at Trident University.